Hi, I'm Dr Swaroop, mental conditioning and peak performance coach. And over the last 20 years, I've had the privilege of helping athletes unlock their true potential by training not just their bodies, but their minds. Today, we are diving into the foundation of true athletic success, training your mind to achieve peak performance. But why mental training is essential in sports is something to really understand. When we think of becoming a successful athlete, we often imagine, and probably you are already doing that, hours of physical, technical training, gym sessions, drills. But here's the thing, at the elite level, physical skills, technical skills will take you only that far. But peak performance comes from mental mastery, and that's what really separates good athletes from great ones. Physical and technical skills will give you the tools. Mental training teaches you how to wield them under pressure, stay calm, and perform with confidence. But I always believe that mental training is truly different from just counseling. And therefore, let's clarify what this word mental training means and what it isn't. Mental training for me isn't the same as counseling. Counseling means dealing with emotional challenges, well being, and general life issues. Mental training, on the other hand, is about equipping athletes with targeted skills they need to succeed. In mental training, we are not just addressing stress or self doubt, but we are transforming them into fuel for performance. In counseling, you might learn ways to manage anxiety, but mental training takes that further. We focus on converting that nervous energy into focused, powerful action. And it's not about coping, it's about developing resilience, focus, and a mindset that's unshakable no matter what the situation. In fact, I look at it as a foundation of performing at your best in every game, one game at a time, consistent. And the fact that peak performance training is essential for success is that for athletes to play at the highest levels, developing peak performance is optional, it's essential. At the elite level, the difference between winning and losing can be that split second decision, isn't it? Or a moment of pressure. You need tools that day that are going to help you push those limits, manage those high stake games, and perform consistently in them. At the same time, peak performance training isn't just about memorizing techniques or following a checklist of steps. It's a process. Imagine you are in the final moments of a match. You're exhausted physically. But what pulls you through in that is your mind, isn't it? And this conditioning, mental conditioning, gives you the ability to dig deep at that moment of time, staying composed when you know everything is on the line. Now, one of the first steps to start is by setting specific goals. You know, generally, vague goals like I want to be better is not going to give you clear direction. What's important is to create a roadmap. Instead of saying I want to improve on some things, it's about developing accuracy. For example, I want to increase my accuracy by 80% in the next 3 months. Such steps, process goals, performance goals, shift your mindset from uncertainty and confusion to clarity and focus. And this clarity is powerful because it ignites confidence, it eliminates doubt, and it gives you that path to keep going ahead in the right direction. Now, we also talk about visualization. Visualization, of course, is a powerful tool. You picture yourself in the game, performing at your best. You feel the rush, you hear the sounds, and see the success. And when you visualize the success, you're not just daydreaming, right? You're practicing it mentally. You're using all your mental muscles for that. And that is why visualization, it actually activates the neural pathways as it does in a physical practice. And the more you become familiar with this success, when it actually happens, it feels natural. It's you've already rehearsed it. So in a way, it's something that is just a thing that you've always been doing. And that's what helps you get that impact or that competitive edge. The third part, I think so, is about negative thoughts. And we know it creates doubts, it reduces your self-confidence. And when we talk about positive self-talk, in a way, it's about programming your mind to focus on your strengths even under pressure, isn't it? But beyond this, is about learning to embrace failure. We know it's fine to say every athlete faces setbacks. But whenever you make a mistake or you lose, the question is to ask yourself, what did I really learn from it? And it's important not to get discouraged, but be determined, because that is truly a stepping stone towards growth. Then it's also about creating pre-game rituals, because these pre-game rituals help you focus, manage your anxiety. It might be deep breathing, it might be a specific warm-up, it might be knowing what a playlist is. So that whenever you're doing that, it's about centering your mind towards the right clarity with which you're going to play the game. And there are so many other tools, isn't it? And therefore, here's where I want to emphasize something which is very critical. Mental training actually isn't about all these tools at all. It's about creating a personalized, ongoing process. And this is actually where my role as a mental conditioning and a peak performance coach comes into play. Because it's not about teaching techniques, it's about identifying which tools are right for you and developing a plan and a training process to ensure that you know how to use that tool whenever you're on the field. Just like your coach develops a physical training program based on your unique strengths, your needs, mental training is also tailored and, in fact, needs to be very individual. And it's about practicing and refining these over a period of time so that when the pressure is on, that aspect becomes just second nature. And therefore, I call it as building muscle memory of your mind. Imagine you're struggling with performance anxiety. At that moment of time, these identified specific tools are going to help you manage those emotions. Whatever that might be, it might be controlled breathing, it might be visualization, and then you keep working on them, keep working on these tools as you keep going ahead, as you go deeper into, as your age increases, your competition level increases, and just as you keep increasing and enhancing your skills, you're also enhancing your mental skills. Therefore, you need to understand it's not one size fits all, and it's about creating a training plan that will help developing these mental skills as a part of your whole as you become a holistic athlete. And therefore, I truly believe it's an art and a science which is honed across years and years of experience. And therefore, today it is my belief that mental training is therefore the key to success. Over the last 20 years in this field, I have seen athletes transform dramatically from mental training. It's all about empowering yourself to push your past limits, believing in yourself truly, not just saying it, and performing with absolute unwavering confidence. And without a mindset, it's like a powerful engine because of your ability, but without any fuel. And therefore, mental training is truly the cornerstone of peak performance. Training with the mind with the same dedication that you practice your physical game is the ultimate edge for the athletes. And as I always say, therefore, train your mind the way you train off your mind and your. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.